Hello everyone, my name is Jocelyn, you may call me Joy, and this video is going to be a little bit of a low effort quick thing just because I'm getting ready for work and I've been thinking for a while about some things that have been on my mind that are related to work, but also just because it's so friggin' hot. I don't want to spend a long time in front of the camera, in front of the light with the fan off because it'll make too much noise in order to make a point. So, let's revisit the topic of do's and don'ts at a pub / restaurant as a customer. These are the things that you can do or don't do in order to help me provide better service to you and, of course, people like me, other servers, other, service industry workers, other hospitality workers, to make things smoother, to make things better for you and for me and us, right? So my first point is, do remember your order, especially food orders. So when I'm coming to the table and I'm saying like, I've got the fish and chips and the scampi and the chili, like don't just sit there looking at me. You actually need to claim the dish that you ordered. So like when I say, oh, fish and chips, like you need to say, oh, that's me. Or if that's not you, point to the person who it is. Like, who ordered that. Like, that's helpful. You claim your food. Don't just look at me as if I know which person to put which plate in front of. And also, to that sort of situation, don't complain about the plates that I'm bringing you. If you've ordered more than 2 dishes, don't bitch about the fact that I'm not bringing you them all at the same time. How many hands do you see me possess? Like, I can only physically carry so much. I will go back and retrieve the rest of your order, and this happens far too often. I've got the things. I say, right, who's got this one? Yep, you. This one, okay. And they'll say, oh yeah, we also had. Yes, I know you also had. I am going to go back and get the things. If for some reason I make a motion away and start doing something else, or I don't seem to go back to the kitchen, or if I don't look like I'm going to fetch the rest of your things, maybe then say, have you got the other thing that we ordered as well? And of course there's a nice polite way to ask and a rude way to ask. So, do the nice polite way, please. If there's a problem, and I have only seen this once or twice, but it's really frustrating. If there is a problem, don't pick up your plate and carry it around and then try and find me. Because you're just waving food in the air for no reason. You try and get my attention, or you come find me and leave the plate there. It's not going anywhere, I promise. And, you find me quickly. And then say, oh, there is a problem with X. And then I can come and retrieve it and take it to the kitchen. You're a customer, you're not allowed in the kitchen. So there's no point in waving this tray of food around that you might drop. Like someone could bump into you, a child or a dog or whatever could like bump into you. So yeah, don't bother carrying the food around. I will come and get it. Do be clear with your orders. Don't faff around, basically. Get to the point. And this is a point that I would like to make of, especially when the establishment is busy, right? I really, really appreciate it when people just say, right, I'll have 2 Carlings and a Thatcher's Gold. Love that. It's great. If your order is a little bit more complex, then fine, you know, then it's a bit more complex. But just know what you want when you are actually ordering. Don't say, oh, I'll have this, and then I get it for you, and then, oh yeah, and Steve will have that, and whatever thing he wants, and yeah, just give me 2 more minutes, because there's someone turning up it's like, fuck, no. I am more than likely going to have to deal with other customers other than you in that scenario. So please, just get to the point. If you're waiting for someone, just get your stuff and then come back once that person has arrived. That's also an okay thing to do. Just means that I can be a bit more efficient in serving other people as well as you. And when ordering, something that I absolutely love is when people do ask for the Guinness first, because Guinness takes a little bit of time to prepare. So the proper way to do a pint of Guinness is to part pour it about 4/5 of the way up. Leave it to stand for 2 minutes. This is the time when I can go make other drinks. I can take your payment. I can, you know, do that. And then come back to the Guinness and then get it. So if you ask for a Guinness and a Thatcher's, I will start the Guinness first. If you ask for a Thatcher's and then once I've poured that and given it to you and then you say, oh, and I want a Guinness, that's really frustrating for me time-wise. Because I've got to wait that extra 2 minutes. And if you are a Guinness drinker, then you ought to know that anyway. Something that's happened quite a lot in my new job is a thing that I'm going to tell you not to do. So don't stand in the way of the service hatch, of the doors, of other people. Like, just don't stand in the way. Just move to a table, move to a seat, move to an area where people aren't going to be coming in and out, back and forward. It's just super frustrating. And it's almost a joke at this point when, like, there's a certain customer who keeps doing it. He's not a bad guy, but just standing in the way when we need to get in and out of the service hatch to go clean a table, to go collect glasses, whatever. And a lot of people tend to stand in the doorways so that other people can't come in and out, especially when it's busy. Like, what are you achieving here? Because you're not helping yourself or anybody else. Another thing, because it's been cricket season, it's been very busy, a lot of things that I've noticed have come from that. So one of the things that I've noticed, especially when busy, obviously don't do this anyway, but especially when it's busy, don't crowd the bar. Obviously when it is busy, you want to, like, wait patiently for your turn. I have seen you, I promise. And if not, then, you know, I will get to you eventually. Once I get to you, I've done your order, I've done your drinks, you've got everything you want, then bugger off so that other people can come in. Just go stand on the other side of the room so that I can deal with other customers. If you just stand there and put your arm on the bar and go, whoa, yeah, so, yeah, Steve, yeah, what's up with that sports ball? Like, no, don't do that. Please fuck off. Get out of the way. I don't want to hear your conversation about cricket or football or whatever. And you're getting in the way of me doing my job, serving other people. They're getting irate. and you're just being a fucking nuisance. Just move to one side. How frustrating is it for you when you can't come to the bar because there's people in the way? Another thing, don't interrupt me when I'm serving somebody else. Again, I've seen you. I will get to you eventually. I promise. See me pouring a drink or doing payment with somebody. That is not the time to say, oh, I'll have a carling, I'll have this, I'll have that. No. Like, it's okay to say, oh, when you've got a moment, can you serve me next? If it is in fact your turn next. Like, that's okay. But it is just incredibly rude to jump in with your request before I finished my transaction with someone else. Also, this is something that is my personal pet peeve. Don't wave your cash or your card in my face while I am still pouring the drinks, while I am still, like, doing the stuff on the till. Like, waving it around is not going to make things happen any quicker. Like, I only have 2 hands. I am pouring a drink. I am using the till. I am doing something. Like, when I get to you and, like, you can exchange the money, or I've got the card reader in my hand and I, like, hand it over to you, that is the time for you to, like, not before. I can't do anything with it before. And don't give me your card either. Strictly speaking, I am not allowed to take your card and pay with it. I am not supposed to. Like, all servers are not supposed to. Here's something that you can do to save face as well as us, is do take your drinks with you in the designated areas. So if you want to go outside for a smoke or a vape or whatever, go to the designated area, go to the back garden, go wherever it is appropriate to do that, and take your drink with you. You know, most places have a designated seating area. Do not take your drinks outside into public areas. This is the pavement, this is the, you know, the street, this is wherever. Like, do not do that. It is prohibited to take glasses out onto the street for fairly obvious safety reasons. While you're on our premises, keep the glasses with you. And then, like, don't leave the glasses on the table unattended, because I'm just going to think, oh, they've gone, they've left. I guess I've got to clear this up. And then you've lost a drink. And then that causes an argument for everybody. And my final point tonight is, don't do drugs in the pubs. I don't quite understand why people would want to do this, because the risk of getting found out, the, like, risk of getting chucked out, the risk of, like, just getting a bad trip and paranoid, or like a bad high or whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do in your spare time. I used to do drugs. I don't do them anymore, but I don't have a moral objection to people who do drugs in the privacy of their own homes, or, like, in a secluded area. Like, that's fine. Don't bring them in the fucking pubs. They are still illegal, and we will kick you out, and we will ban you, and then you've just lost out on your opportunity for fun. And it doesn't matter how much you think you're going to get away with it. A lot of the time we can tell, and we just won't serve you again if you come back. Again, not because I have some sort of moral big issue with people who take drugs, or the drugs themselves, or whatever. Although a lot of the time people who are taking drugs then start acting like dickheads. It's just because we are not going to do anything that contravenes the law. Because then we could lose the license, we could get shut down. It's just much easier for us all around, really, just to kick you out, get rid of you, like not have any more dealings with you. If you want to go do drugs, fine, just don't bring them in the pubs, basically. So anyway, that's all from me for now. I've got a few projects in the works at the moment, but like I said, I now have to go to work, so I'll post this soon, whenever, and I will see you soon. Non-binary is valid, even if it's not Pride Month anymore. God damn it. Bye.